Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this, I actually think that my last video explaining what my channel is going to be did very well. Better than I expected it to do. So I'm quite happy with that. And, well, as the title of this video might suggest, I'm going to talk about genders today, because it was suggested to me by one of you, and I listened to that. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to split this topic into 3 separate videos, and today's part one of the 3 videos, and today I'm going to talk to you about what genders are. So, got my phone, that's what I'm looking at, and on it I've got some explanations on what genders are and on several genders. So, let's get started. Alright, so, the first thing, what are genders? I've got a Wikipedia article, and I'm just going to read to you what it says, and then try to explain what it says. Gender is the range of characteristics pertaining to and differentiating between masculinity and femininity. So basically, genders are the amount of masculinity or femininity you are. That's what it says. Depending on the context, these characteristics may include biological sex. So, your body part. Whether your sex is a man's part or a woman's part. So you could identify as a man or a woman, depending on if you're just looking at that part. Most cultures use a gender binary, having 2 genders, boys men and girls women. Those who exist outside these groups fall under the umbrella term non-binary or genderqueer. So what this says is that most cultures, like our Western culture, you have a man and you have a woman. And if you're not man or not woman, you're non-binary or genderqueer, so you can be anything. If you say I'm not a man and I'm not a woman, well, then what are you? That's basically what that sentence says. Some societies have specific genders besides man and women, such as the Hijiras, don't know if I pronounced that correctly, of South Asia. These are often referred to as 3rd genders and 4th genders, etc. So you basically have man, women, and then another gender. So 3 genders, or 4, or however many the culture says. And most oftentimes 2 genders, 2 normal genders. Sexologist John Money introduced a terminological distinction between biological sex and gender as a role in 1955. So that's what I think is important in this video. To conclude, your sex is what is between your legs. Man, woman. I have never heard of someone not having that. Actually, I have. That's the term I'm going to look up. I've seen a video on it on BuzzFeed, and I don't remember what it said, but I'm going to look it up now, and I'm going to talk to you while I'm looking it up. So basically, what it said on the Wikipedia article is that you have the sex and you have the gender. And sex and gender are 2 different things. So how we looked at genders, how we used to look at genders, how society used to look at genders, which I'm going to do another video on, how society looks at genders. Men and women. Those were the genders. And then came transgender. This was wanting to be another gender, and in these last couple of years, loads of genders came. And society thought men and women were the same. Or not were the same, but were a gender. And there were no other genders, because that was your sex. And your sex is your gender. But your sex isn't your gender. Your sex is what's between your legs. And your gender is what you feel like. So I have the sex of a man, and I feel like a man. So therefore I am a man. But you could have the sex of a man, but feel like a woman. Be a woman. You could have the sex of a woman and feel like a man. You're a man. Only a lot of people don't recognize that. And like, well, you are a woman. Yes, but I feel like a man. No, you're a woman, aren't you? Because you look like a woman. What you look like is not what you feel like, and what you feel like is what you want to be. And I think that is what people need to understand. I'm going to look up now. BuzzFeed. Sexes. Battle of the... Intersex! That's what it was. Intersex is the third video when you look up a BuzzFeed Sexes, and it's called What's It Like Being Intersex? Go look it up. I'll put a link in the description of the video. I'll put a link in the description about all the articles I'm mentioning, so you can look it all up. Right. So, intersex. You've got sex and you've got gender. And the difference between that, I'm going to explain a bit more, because I did a bit between, but... sex. What's between your legs? Intersex is basically when you're a man or a woman, and a woman, or a woman and a man. And I can't explain it fully, because I have watched the video 2 or 3 times. But I do understand, but I just feel like they can explain it more, because they can explain it from a medical standpoint, and because this is about your body and about medical things, I can't explain it. You only see my head, I just realized. But then I'm so far away. Never mind. Anyway, so in that video, they explain how a woman who might look like a woman has got a extra chromosome, an extra hormone, an extra chromosome. So you've got the XY chromosome, which makes me a man, but this would say I have a XXY chromosome, I believe. But look at the video. But I do believe it's that, but look at the video. I'm gibbering. So you've got an XXY chromosome, or a YY, I don't know. So basically, I might be a man, but I've got either the part of a woman, or my testicles on there, or I'm a woman, but I've got balls inside of me, which they haven't fallen out, which are not out, but they are there. And many doctors at least used to remove it, because they say it can cause cancer, but it is, in the video they say it's unlikely to cause cancer. And well, you should watch the video. I'm not going, I can't really explain to you what it is, because I don't feel like I have the authority to explain it. Genders. We've got the sex. We just did that. Genders. The gender is how you feel. So what I explained earlier, you might feel like a woman, but you're actually a man. Or you might feel like a man, but you're actually a woman. physically, but mentally you are just a human being, actually. So, and there are many different genders, and I'm going to look up some of the genders. I've got a site ready. I'll put that down in the description as well, together with the Wikipedia article. It's from Wattpad.com. It's called Complete List of Genders. And I'm going to count for you now how much genders there are listed on this website. 1, 2, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 23. 323 genders. There are, on that website, 323 genders. Now allowed, some of which I'm going to show you. If it shows that one right there. Venue fluid, seem, see, fem fluid. So some of them refer to other genders, but still, that's, I'm at about 300, 290, 300 genders that are on this website. And I don't know if they're all real. Obviously they're all real. If you feel like you're one of these genders, then you are. And don't let society tell you that you're not, because you are. If this site tells you, or if you see the description of one of these genders, and it's a description of who you are, then you are their gender. Don't let society change you. Change society. We're going to talk about society later. Alright, I'm going to select 3 random genders and I'm going to tell you what it says. The first one, boy flux. When one feels mostly or all male most of the time, but experience fluctuation intensities of male identity. This can be fluid with any other identity. So you feel mostly man, but from time to time you can feel like you're another gender. Which is like, that's great. I think everybody has that a bit. Boy flux. Well, not boy flux. Some woman flux, I guess. Girl flux. Don't know if that's there. I'm going to look for that. Fire gender. A fluid gender in a constant state of change that never truly extinguishes. Aesthetically linked to fire as a visual metaphor or symbol. So you're just constantly changing. So you could be any of these 300 genders on here. It's just whatever you feel. And that's fine. Just feel what you want to feel like and be who you want to be. That's not true. Don't be who you want to be yourself, because that's who you should be. If you get anything out of this video, it's that 1, let people be who they want to be. 2, be who you want to be. Generally speaking. Genderly speaking. I was looking for the girl one. No. Don't know if that's actually on here. Just me browsing. Girl flux! It's there! Told you it was. When one feels mostly or all female, most of the time it experiences fluctuation intensities of female identity. This can be fluid with any other identity. Told you! So you can either feel like a man most of the times, and you can either feel like a woman most of the times, and that can change from time to time. Alright, that was technically a third one, but I included it, so I still get one to go. There was one... the bottom one. Zodiac gender. A catch-all gender term that is used to describe when one's gender is related to a or their specific zodiac sign. I'm a Gemini. don't be scared away now. And so basically I would identify my gender as that of a Gemini. Which sounds weird. But I do understand. Because from time to time I just feel like I'm a Gemini. Nothing else, just a Gemini. So your gender, to wrap it all up in a neat little package. Your gender, what was this? Your gender is what you feel like you are. And I hope this video explains it a bit. I hope this video makes you feel good. That's what I wanted to feel like. I feel like I had fun filming this. Your gender is what you feel like you are. That can be literally anything. Literally anything. What you identify yourself as. I identify myself right now as a male. Gonna go have a look at that website. I'm going to put it down in the comment section because I don't have enough time now for this video to be uploaded to put it in the description. I'm going to put it down in the comment section what gender I am. I'm going to find it out and I'm going to identify as that. Fun little trivia thing. So do that. Go to the website, it's linked in the description together with the Wikipedia article and the video on the unisex. No, something. On the video. On the BuzzFeed video. It's down there. And go and find out what your gender is. Because it can literally be anything. And I know society now, your society, may talk about genders a lot, but there are so many more genders. I didn't know any of these genders that I just named, just because I'm not really into that game. That's why I find it interesting to make these videos. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Be yourself. Go test. Go to and look what gender you are. Go find out. Only you can tell. And identify as the gender. And don't feel guilty if you don't identify as this gender. Go and share this video with other people you think should watch this video. So with people who said they struggle with gender identity, who you know struggle with gender identity, people who don't understand genders, like why do we suddenly need non-gender specific bathrooms? Share them this video. Answer to that, because when you look at a door with a female, you're like, that's not me. Then you look at a door with a male, you're like, that's not me. It's like when you're a man watching this and you look at the female and there is only a female bathroom. Well, you go in it because you need to go. It's not where you want to go because it's not where you belong. And women in there will look at you strangely. And I understand that from an outside perspective, a man walking into a woman's bathroom or a woman walking into a man's bathroom, which my example goes for women as well. It's weird, but from an inside perspective, it's even weirder when you think people are looking at you and thinking, she doesn't belong in here. They're actually a he, and nobody thinks it. But you feel that way. Have I explained that a bit? So, well, go back to the part where I explained it. Press like, subscribe, press the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. This is part 1 in a 3 series, which I said at the beginning. and the next one will be society's view on genders, and then after that it will be my view on genders, because that's what is. Because I want to include my opinions, but because this is such a huge topic, I didn't want to put that all in one video, so I took my time filming this video. I hope I explained it well. If I didn't, go and put questions down in the comment section and I'll either comment on it, or if I get many questions, I'll make a Q&A video. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. Again, links in the description. I'll put my email address, which I have for this channel, in the description as well, so that you can email me if you don't feel safe talking about this on here. Emails are all private. I won't share your email address with anyone. I understand if you're afraid to mail me. So yeah. Again, comment down below if it was helpful. Tell me if it's not helpful, what I should do to make it helpful. Because if many people find it unhelpful and many people press dislike, I'm going to redo this video. It's the first time for me doing a video on a topic like this. It's the second video on my channel. So yeah.